and we are going to dive in. Welcome. My name is Rachel Garcia. I'm coming to you live from Jacksonville, Florida, where I live with my husband. I used to say 2 boys, but we just moved one of our children into his dorm room at Clemson, South Carolina. So that boy who I just moved in Clemson was 3 years old when I first took a look at this. He is now 18 years old, and his brother is 15 years old. He was 9 months old at the time that I first saw what you are seeing tonight. So what are you seeing tonight? You're seeing something that somebody thought, you need to see this. Maybe it's for you, maybe it's not for you. For me, that person was my brother. My brother said, I know you're really into nutrition. You need to take a look at this. See, I'm a physician assistant. I have a master's degree in clinical medical sciences. And when my brothers asked me to look at this, I was working 12-hour days, seeing patients from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. My husband and I had just invested $100,000 in a skincare retail store with a literal brick and mortar location and employees and taxes and paperwork and inventory and a construction company. And I was mom to 2 boys. So life was very, very busy. And I told my brothers, I have no time to look at anything else. And see, my nephew had just been diagnosed with severe autism that year, and we had been told he would never speak. And so I had gotten really into nutrition. Like, I was wanting to know, why did he have it? Where did it come from? Is it genetics? Is it vaccinations? And I learned a lot about nutrition. And that's when my brother said, you've got to look at this. And I agreed. And while I was watching it, I'm like, this is everything I've been reading about. This is everything I've been reading about the problem regarding our bodies, which is crazy because I'm a PA. I practice medicine. I was writing 200 prescriptions a day. When I wasn't writing prescriptions, I'm not OR cutting cancers out of my patients. Like, about the body, right? I know about how to fix it. But I wasn't taught about nutrition. In medical school, we were not taught about nutrition. We were taught about how to write pharmacologic medications. There's a great book called The Truth About Cancer. I highly recommend you read it because it's very eye-opening to understanding why are medical students not taught about nutrition and the importance of what you put into your body. So I began diving in and learning all of these things after my nephew's diagnosis. And when I heard what I'm going to share with you tonight, I recognized truth. I said, everything they're saying is true. We have to cleanse the toxins out. We have to pour plant-based nutrition in. We have to get balanced and be putting more alkalinizing foods into our bodies than we do acidic foods like meat, dairy, sugar, soda, coffee, and bread. And so this was how I started in 2008. I'm going to walk you through a presentation tonight so you can understand what is it about that presentation that caught my eye? Why did I decide to get involved that night? And tell you a little bit about what's happened for me over the years. And so the name of this company is Pure. This is Healthy Rachel, by the way. I had just spent $3,000 with a personal trainer. I'd lost a whopping 3 pounds and thought I was just going to be a size 14 for the rest of my life after my second baby. If you'd asked her if she needed help with her health, I'd be like, no, I'm fine. I've got it all together. I've got a supplement cabinet that's massive. I have an organic garden and we're juicing. I'm fine. So again, I took a look at this information. I compared it to some of the products we had in our household. I said, I'm in, give me everything they've got. 3 months later, I had lost 32 pounds. Does that happen for everyone? No, it happened for me. And for me, and my patients were saying, what the heck are you doing? And I really didn't want to tell them because I was so busy. My life was so crazy and I didn't have time to explain it, but people were just asking and asking. My husband also had a radical physical transformation. For us, what was more important is our marriage was on the rocks. We were 10 years in at our marriage at this point, and he struggled with some extreme emotional ups and downs. Bursts of anger, like the Incredible Hulk kind of bursts of anger, extremely sad and crying. I never really knew who I was going to get. In 6 weeks after we get like the family package that this company offers so that I can not only consume it myself, but my husband can consume it, my sister and our kids and her kid, those emotional, crazy ups and downs were even, smooth and even. Now, the picture on the right is my husband at 50. The picture on the left is my husband at 35. We've now been married 25 years. Marriage saving. My boys are now 15 and 18. They've never seen their dad the way I did our first 10 years of marriage. What I'm sharing with you tonight is powerful. My nephew was totally nonverbal at the age of 3. 3 months after starting on what I'm sharing with you tonight, he was speaking. It was like he'd been locked in a closet had duct tape over his mouth, and suddenly we pulled the duct tape off, opened the door, and he was able to come out and communicate. He just graduated from the same high school I went to this past May. So I'm here today because I have seen so many lives changed. I let my medical license go in 2019 because I believe with all of my heart that prevention is better than prescription. Some people are attracted to the income of what we're offering here. Some people are attracted to the health aspect. I was attracted to the health aspect and then was blown away to find that the income could surpass what we were making with the construction company and the health and the skincare store. Does that happen for everyone? No, it doesn't. It's just like, if you go on American Idol and you have all these people that can go on, is everybody going to win American Idol? No. Do you have the potential of winning? Absolutely. One person is going to win that show. Well, unlike that, here, multiple people can win, and winning might be different for you than it was for me. Some people want to just be able to sleep better at night. Some people want to just not be struggling with their son's pooping issues. Some people want to create a weekly check for $500 a week. All is possible. Will you be able to do it? I don't know. I will tell you, I've been doing this 15 years. I'm in Jacksonville, Florida with the same company, and I've watched a lot of things come and go. Most of them fail. Actually, 98% of companies that start fail within 5 years. 2% make it past 5 years. The 2% that make it past 5 years, 98% of them fail in the next 12 months after the first 5 years. We've been here for 15 years, okay? But when you're looking at starting a business, and I'm going to just get real serious with you guys. I used to work 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I was paying a nanny to raise my kids. They called her mom. I was like, so I'm in the OR operating, trying to think, how can I place this income so that maybe one day I can be home on Fridays with my kids? What can I do? Like, do I get vending machines and put them on the side of I-10? Do I open a laundromat, car wash, something I can just put money into that'll shoot money back at me? Requires very little time. What can I do? So I was looking for those things. Now, I wish someone had told me what I'm about to tell you that makes us different. If you're going to start a business, guys, make sure it's for 100% of the population, not just the runners, not just the women who spend a lot of money on their skincare, not just the women with children, not just the parents. You want something that's for everyone. Any business is difficult, guys. But if 100% of the demographic is your population, is who you can help, then you're ahead of the game already, okay? So we're for 100% of the population. The moms, the dads, the grandparents, the kids, even the dogs and cats. Yes, I give my dogs this product every day. It's consumable. That's another thing a business owner should be looking for. Is it something people will purchase once? Like jewelry? I have friends who sell jewelry. How many bracelets can you seriously buy? Is it like makeup? Makeup lasts a long time. Is it like a water purifier, a vacuum cleaner, or those Cutco knives that you buy one set, Pampered Chef baking stone, you buy one, your whole life, you buy one. I love them. They're great. Not a great business. You want something people will repeat purchase over and over and over again. See, this is where we really stand out. This trophy right here is our repeat purchase rate. 93 out of 100 people who start with our starter package that services your body in 30 days for less than $10 a day. Think of servicing your car and how much you spend on that. Your number one most important irreplaceable asset is what we're talking about servicing. You service this with your starter package for 30 days. 93 out of 100 people repurchase unsolicited. See, I'll tell you what I'm not. I was talking with somebody today about some other companies going around, and the people who are promoting those companies, and this is what they do. They get you to watch something, and then they calling you and calling you and calling you. Are you ready? Are you ready to start? Trying to get you to do something. I'm not a salesperson. I went to medical school. It's $100,000 in my medical education. I'm not here to talk anybody into anything. And I've learned over the years, when I talk someone into something, it is just, they're gone anyways, right? So we're not here to talk you into anything. We're here to present information to you and say, this could be life-changing. When 93 out of 100 people repurchase unsolicited, you've got something pretty powerful, guys. When they run out of their starter package and they're calling you going, gosh, I need more. I've enjoyed sleeping so much the last 30 days. I've realized I need that every day in my life. We're a 15-year-old company. We're totally debt-free. In fact, one of our investors is the founder of the largest shoe company in the world. We have no money problems, and less than 100,000 Americans even know we exist. Just to give you numbers, 2.1 million people live in Jacksonville, Florida. If all 100,000 people who knew about Pure lived here, I'd still have 2 million people to tell. No one knows about this. It's pretty powerful. Our business model is recognized as one of the best ways to create an additional income stream. These guys are billionaires. I've noticed when you start a business, people come out of the woodwork telling you, oh, don't do that. Whether it's a gym, a fitness franchise, a restaurant. Oh, are you sure you've thought about this? Be really careful. All people who have no money in their bank accounts, have no experience in the industry you're trying to have success in, are telling you what to do. So in the beginning, I listened to these people because I didn't know any better. Now I'm like, oh, I only listen to people who have been successful in the arena I'm trying to be successful in. These guys are very successful. You can find recordings of them online saying this business model is brilliant. Very low investment, very low overhead, your ability to leverage your time, make money while you're sleeping. Not right from the beginning. You've got to put some work in. But if you do it the way we teach you to do it, it will be something that can create a weekly check for you for decades to come. Decades to come if that company makes it past the 5-year mark, which we have. I started the skincare store and the construction company because of this guy's book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay. I stumbled into this company and was blown away when I read The Business of the 21st Century in 2010. And it said that this business model is the business of the 21st century. That is mind boggling to me. I thought I was doing my brothers a favor. They changed my life. I walked away from practicing medicine in 2019 because I found a better way to help people with a lot less time on my part. We will teach you how to leverage your time. I'm essentially, whoever invited you tonight, I'm working for them right now. They're not even on. I'm going to stay on afterwards and answer your questions. In fact, you can start typing questions in the Q&A right now if you want to. I'm working for them for free. Do you have anyone working for you for free right now? We're about to show you how you can have somebody working for you for free while you're on vacation, while you're working your full-time job. All you do is invite somebody to take a look. I was intrigued by how it started in a clinical practice for 30 years. There were physicians recommending this cleanse, balance, build system to their patients. The results were so good, there was a 3-year waiting list. Okay. But they said, we're going to, we've got to get it out to the masses. They shouldn't have to wait. We're just going to spread it by word of mouth. Listen, if I walk into Whole Foods tomorrow and they send me a flyer, they give me a flyer on the best calcium, trash in that. It's just pretty marketing made up by somebody who paid a marketing company a lot of money. I'm here because someone I believe, like, love, and trust said you need to look at this. That's probably why you're here as well. Because it wasn't a flyer. It wasn't one of my patients. It was my brother's, and I agreed to look. And it was at the right time in my life when I recognized what I'm about to tell you. 20 years of practicing medicine, 15 years of sharing this information. I believe that over 95% of the issues we face as a human race are the result of these 3 things. I don't care if we're talking about migraines, dementia, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, Alzheimer's, eczema, anxiety, depression. They are the result of these 3 things. I'm not saying we cure these things. I'm saying if you're sick and you have any issues, it's because one of these 3 things is going on in your body. You are toxic. You are drinking out of plastic water bottles. Your food is being stored in Tupperware containers. And if it's not now, it was before. I highly recommend you get rid of all of them and use glass only. The food is being sprayed by guys wearing hazmat suits and gas masks. If you haven't watched the movie Dark Waters, all about Teflon and the non-stick coating that was in our pans for decades that has deposited plastic in our bloodstream that cannot be removed, you should be freaked out. We're being poisoned. We are out of balance. There's a great book, The China Study, the largest human population study ever done, talks about the importance of eating a largely plant-based diet. Why? Because it helps your body get to the alkalinity, the pH it's supposed to be at. It's going to get there whether you help it get there or not. You start your day with coffee, meat, dairy, bacon, soda, whatever. It's going to be way over in this acidic place. It's going to try to get here because it's amazing. It's going to break the alkalinity out of your teeth, out of your bones to where it's supposed to be. Or you can pour plants in your body. I'm going to show you how in 30 seconds in the morning to get more nutrition, more plant nutrition than your whole neighborhood gets in a week. We're staring at our phones too much. Sitting is the new smoking. In case you didn't know, we eat too much sugar. We don't move enough. Our lymphatic system is all blocked up. And we're pouring into our bodies. Go to a local lunchroom and go eat with your kids tomorrow and look at what they're eating, guys. Lunchables, Cheetos, soda, some gummy bears, and some Oreos. That's their lunch. Like, so if you're like, oh no, I give my kids kale and pomegranate for lunch. Well, good for you. Most people aren't doing that. Okay. We're going to show you how to get this in your kids in 30 seconds in the morning. And the studies are showing, Journal of Nutrition, more than half of our kids are not getting the vitamins and minerals they need. We're trying to supplement, especially after the pandemic. Everybody's got a supplement pantry like this. We wanted to figure out how to prevent the virus. So we've got the selenium and the quercetin and the zinc. You don't take it on vacation with you. That would be weird because you can't tell when you take it and you can't tell when you don't. And if you have supplements and you can't tell when you don't take it or when you do, you should look at switching. That's why I'm here today. The results. You can't eat your way out of the situation, guys. We've known for over a decade. Multiple studies in 2010 basically came to the conclusion that 8 oranges, 80 cups of spinach, 99 ears of corn, and 2 cups of wheat are what needed to be eaten to eat the same, to get the same same nutrition from one of each of those things. Like that's crazy. It's going to eat 80 cups of spinach. First of all, who can afford 80 cups of spinach? Whole new ball, right? Cleanse. Balance build is the answer. This is the philosophy that was taught in that clinical practice. This is the philosophy that this company was founded on. We have to cleanse the toxins out of our bodies. Did our grandparents have to? No. They were eating dirt. We always used to laugh at my mom. Mom eats dirt. Like they were eating. Somebody didn't poop in the house. They'd go out into the woods and get some herbs and mash it up and give it to them. Right? You've ever heard of the people pouring fish oil on the spoons and eating it? Like they were cleansing. They were pouring the omegas in. We're eating McDonald's and sweet tea. Like we've got to cleanse the 7 channels we eliminate through our lungs, our liver, our skin, our lymphatic system, kidneys, blood, and intestines, our cleansing channels. Most of us take better care of this or your car. Take your car in for that oil change every 10,000 miles because the lights will go off if you don't. And they go, oh, we need to replace your carburetor or your brakes. You're like, oh, that sucks. Okay. Because you need your car. You got to have it done. $3,000, fine, I'll do it. But we treat this like it's indestructible. And a lot of times, I mean, how many of you know like a 19-year-old girl who can eat like Big Macs for lunch every day with fries and a milkshake and never change her size? Like we can at a certain age, but there gets to be a point where you can't do that anymore. And it affects you negatively. And so sooner or later, everybody goes looking for this information, guys. Sooner or later, the answer is cleanse the toxins out. We have a starter package that cleanses all 7 channels you eliminate through, not just your digestive tract. And I promise you, there's no explosions. We balance out the pH and pour the plant-based nutrition in. We have over 50 products. I don't have time to talk about them all. I try to value your time, but we have doctors who recommend the products in their offices. The products are in the physician's desk reference. This is powerful stuff, guys. We've been around 15 years. I was just in a neurosurgeon's office today who called me on Saturday. He went to my annual training last February and has been on the product since then. So what is that, 7-8 months now? Called me Sunday and said, I'm ready to bring this into my office. I'm going to start recommending it to all of my patients. I need you to come in and train my staff. Why? Why would he do that? Because he knows. He has patients who have issues with bone growth. He has patients who have issues with inflammation. He has patients who have issues with weight. And he knows prescriptions are not always the answer. I believe prevention is better than prescription. Whole, raw, all natural, plant-based nutrition we're going to pour into your body. These 7 products make up our cleanse, balance, build system. I've found that when somebody uses these 7 products every day for 30 days, there's 6 things that typically happen. Let me tell you, you can get these in 30 seconds in the morning, and they have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. I don't know what will happen for you. I know the fact that the neurosurgeon called me this Sunday is a perfect example of why I've been doing this for 15 years. It's a perfect example because we figure out it actually works. You can figure it out for yourself. You might not believe me. That's fine. They offer a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. These are the 6 things we typically see after 30 days. Better sleep, more energy. Both of these things happen for me, by the way. Less pain, better bowel habits, improvement in your mood, and weight loss. I lost 32 pounds in 3 months. I lost 3 pounds my first month, but we've just released a product that has berberine in it, and we're seeing some massive weight loss. If you are on prescription medications or over the age of 40, I highly recommend looking at our Core Complete starter package. It incorporates these superfruits, each of which have been used for thousands of years in the areas where they're grown. They've been studied here in the US, clinical studies published on noni, mangosteen, acai, goji. People ask me all the time, I'm like, guys, 15 years ago, I had to log into Medline with my credentials. Now you can all Google it. We can all find, my 15-year-old can find the noni studies, okay? Go look it up. You'll never go another day without it. You will want it. Ours have not been mixed with apple juice or pear juice. It's 100% noni. So it doesn't taste very good. You're welcome, okay? Bitter is better. Bitter is good. These are my kids since they were little, taking shots, taking smoothies. They've been doing shots every single morning. We line up the shots in the house and they take them. I just dropped my son off at Clemson. We put all the stuff in his fridge and he takes them every single day. Why? Because he can tell when he doesn't take them. We have an amazing sports line. And these are the smoothies that I make every single morning. I incorporate the entire core complete plus the greens. If you've ever read the book, do I have it right here? Crispy Cancer. We got the China study right here. Some of the books I've been talking about are right here. If you've ever read the book Crispy Cancer, he has a whole section, Chris Ward, on greens. Our greens incorporate the mushrooms he's talking about in that section. There's the Crispy Cancer book. So that's how my boys take it. If my boys can take it in less than 30 seconds in the morning, so can you. There's someone in your house trying to build muscle. The George Sports line is a really great thing. This is our recipe for the smoothie that so many of us consume. We have websites walking you through how to take it, instructing you on how to get the omegas in your kid, the plant-based calcium. You don't want to be consuming cow's calcium, guys. You want to be consuming alkalinizing plant-based calcium perfectly combined with magnesium. Our sulfur, the studies on sulfur will blow your mind. This is our 7-product 30-day get your body serviced package. PureLifeChangers.com is a wealth of information. I have literally hours of video educating on the products, the science behind the products, and we have the doctors educating on there as well. We just released this product. It's called Magic. It is not my favorite name. I'll just tell you that right now, but you take 2 capsules a day and it has something called berberine in it. We have an informational webinar walking you through exactly what's in this product and why we're seeing it lead to a half a pound to a pound a day of weight loss for many people. Not everyone. Some people are 2 weeks in and they're only 3 to 5 pounds down. But if you're struggling, if you're in the menopausal age, you're struggling with losing weight, it's a nice little boost. This is my husband after 6 weeks of this product. 2 of these weeks we were in Europe on a cruise. Have you ever been on a cruise? Do you know how much you can eat and drink on a cruise? And this was the result after 6 weeks on that product while we were on the cruise. The testimonies are flooding in every single day. Some people are seeing results as quickly as 5 to 7 days. The midsection is where people are seeing a lot of results. 1 capsule in the morning, 1 capsule in the afternoon. I am an avid gym goer, as is my husband and my boys. What was dramatic for us was to see my body fat dropping while my weight dropped and my muscle tone went up. My trainer makes me take pictures every Friday and he was blown away. Our skincare line is straight from Korea. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it, but if you've ever heard of K Beauty or glass skin, that is what we are seeing. We have EWG rated ingredients. They're all natural. They are safe for your largest organ. So they're safe for your skin. And in 15 days, we're seeing tremendous results with wrinkles, dark spots. I used to sell the best of the best, Obagi, SkinMedica, SkinCeuticals, TNS, which is why I know skincare, because not only did I sell it, I've used it. I have replaced all of the skincare that I have with this simple line that is, the whole package is less than just one of the SkinMedica serums that I used to use. We have avid social influencers who have seen tremendous results in their pore size and brown spots and are now choosing to recommend this on their social platforms in addition to other things that they sell. And a portion of the proceeds of every collagen that we sell, so this is our collagen probiotic biotin product. It's one of our top sellers. Most women into beauty are buying a collagen, which is huge for the tendons, the skin, the joints, the skin. I used to inject collagen into people all the time. It's got biotin, which is huge for the nail and the hairs. And it's got the best, if those of you that are into probiotics, we should all be consuming them, but it's got some of the best strains and a high amount of probiotic, all combined in one stick, very tasty, good for you ingredients. And that goes back to what is Pure about? We're not just about hiring some scientists and creating some stuff because it'll sell. We literally have the best of the best. And a portion of every single box that's purchased goes to Love Justice International, a nonprofit organization that's been around for over a decade with boots on the ground to help stop children from going into the sex trade. If you haven't watched The Sound of Freedom, you need to watch it. If you're interested in doing something about it, get involved with Love Justice International. We have a website that we've put together with lots of testimonies. I've been building it with my team for 5.5, 6 years now. You can get in there, you can search migraines, headaches, and see real live testimonies from people of how it's benefited them. You can only get in there if a specific person that I know invites you. So make sure you get back to the person who invited you and ask to be added. So I'm going to tell you this, guys. When I first got started in Pure, my goal was to change people's health. My nephew went from being nonverbal to speaking. I was like, if I can help just one child, it is worth it. But I would sit with people and they would say, this is for me. I need this. I'm struggling. And they would say, I can't afford $289. I come from a family of 7 kids. My parents got divorced when I was 14. We lost our house when I was 15. I know what it's like not to have money. And it breaks my heart to see people struggle with money, whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. If you can't afford $289, please, please find something that can help you get out of that dire financial situation. And this might be it, and this might not be it. This might not be a good fit for you at all. I don't know, only you know. But I currently have a goal to help to find 100 people who want to lock in $10,000 a week of residual income. Helping people create weekly checks is not difficult for me to do. I've been doing this 15 years, but I really want to find those 100 people so we can lock arms and go change millions of lives together. See, starting with Pure is like getting a membership to the best health and wellness company in the world. Think of it like Costco and Amazon, except it's free to get a membership with Pure. And when you join with Pure, you get 25% off of our products. I believe every American across the country should have a membership with Pure. So you can get started right now. Go to livepure.com, throw whatever you want into the cart. I started with the family package, not because I had any interest in the business, because I did not. I started with the family package because I had a family, and the family package offers you the core complete times 2, 3. You have enough for your whole family to consume, the capsule form as well as the liquid form in case you're not good with bad tastes. It also gave me the sports line. It gave me the vegan shake. It gave me the colloidal silver. If you don't know about colloidal silver, go do some research on that or watch the videos on Pure Life Changers. It gave me the skin defense, which I can spray on my hands in the airplane instead of that nasty hand sanitizer that kills everything bad. It gave me all the good stuff that the company offered. We just came out with the neurosurgeon today was like, can you educate them on the NeuroBoost? We have a NeuroBoost product. We have something called Pure XL, which has high amounts of glutathione in it. The Magic, all in the family package. And so it's like $4,000 worth of products for $2,500. And they have a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. I'm like, give it to me. I want all that. But you can throw whatever you want in. Okay, the Reset Plus is one of our weight loss 6-week programs. You can do the Core Complete, the Core Plus. At checkout, it's going to say, do you want to be a preferred customer? Yes, you want to be a preferred customer. Okay, again, give them your email address, you get 25% off, or you can choose to be a brand partner. That's $49 to enroll as a brand partner, get your business, get a website. Okay, and then when you join my team, you automatically get texts that teach you exactly how to do this. My goal for people is 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. If you can do 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, if you can be coachable and actually follow the steps, you can create your own business. Everything you do here is a write-off. We have a training site that you will get access to when you choose to join us, where you can spend as little or as much time on that as you want every single day. The checks that we have seen people create over the last 15 years here would blow your mind. It's not for everybody. Not everybody does it. Skip and Kristen saw the presentation, and Skip had worked with Phil Knight 10, 15, 20 years prior, starting his very first business. And he said, I want to work with that man again. I'm in. And Kristen and Skip went on to create a massive amount of money over the next 9 weeks. They're now paying for their daughter, who's going to Auburn's, college tuition and cash. That's a big deal. Again, does everyone do that? No. Not everybody's coachable. Not everybody is willing to sit and make phone calls and invite people to take a look. But Kristen called Cozy and asked her to take a look. Her husband had just passed away from cancer. She was raising 4 kids by herself. Look what she did in 12 weeks. Anything really is possible if you're willing to sit down and invite and follow what we teach you to do. We teach you what to say when you call them. And maybe it's for them and maybe it's not. We're just messengers. We're just passing the word along. They know very quickly whether it's for them or not. And so if you're struggling financially, if you're trying to get out of debt, maybe you just like to travel for free, like my friend Colette has a big reach, and you want to earn free trips to Greece or Switzerland, which is where we're going next year. Anything is possible. If you have 20 customers, You don't talk about the business. You don't build teams. You have 20 customers who order 3 products a month. You'll make $1,000 a month in our customer program. It's fantastic. I told you already, 93% repurchase rate. Those customers end up turning into teams. And we are all over the world. We are in Thailand. We are in Japan. We are in Korea. You can have teams all over the world, but essentially you're building 2 teams. And I throw this up on purpose. When I was in the OR operating on Fridays and I was getting texts from my nanny, my kids were on the field trips, I was like, how do I get out of here? Maybe I should get vending machines on the side of the road, sell Cheetos and Pepsi, right? This is like vending machines. I have a vending machine that anybody can go to at any time. All I have to do is send them the link and say, hey, you should take a look at this. And if they order, the company says, thank you so much for getting the word out. We're going to give you a little bit of money, just like a vending machine, for getting the word out about our company. Okay, so I start out with customers, and then those customers start to share it with others, and then they can become brand partners, and then they get a little bit of money. And the company's way of compensating me for spreading the news is to give me a little bit of money from any sale from somebody I told. So I didn't tell you, somebody told you, and I'm helping them to build their business. I will help you to build your business. I do this live every Monday night. You can invite people any night. What I want you to see here is when people say, oh, it is a pyramid. What do you mean? I mean, the person at the top makes the money. I said this in the neurosurgeon's office today. I said, you mean like the neurosurgeon here who makes more than the nurse practitioners, who makes more than the nurse, who makes more than the secretary? You mean like that? Secretary can never make as much as the neurosurgeon here. You mean like that? Yeah, it's the opposite. I make more than the person who told me and the person who told them. You can make more than the person who brought it to you. It all depends on how coachable you are, who you know, your work ethic, how consistent you are with this. And I have compensation plans where I can walk you through exactly how it works. Wait for a minute. Why would Phil Knight be involved in this? Why would he have invested in this? Why would Richard Branson and Tony Robbins go on record saying this is a phenomenal business model? Because it is. It's a great way to create an additional income stream without investing in a skincare retail store or investing in a franchise where you sign pages and pages of contracts. I have so many friends who've done that and couldn't get out, without having to buy their way out of these contracts for franchise. You get in, you want to quit tomorrow. There's no cap. You can earn whatever you want to earn. So how do you start? $49 to enroll. Military and students are free. Monthly overhead is 3 products a month. If you can't afford 3 products a month, your Aunt Betty can purchase them for herself. And then you will be activated. You will be able to earn. And then you go place your first order. You can order whatever you want. You can start with the Core Plus. It's $289, less than $10 a day to service your whole body. Again, after 30 days, 93 out of 100 people repurchase 2 or 3 products going forward. The Core Complete's $414. I recommend the family package because of the benefits that go with the family package. It's the best bang for your buck. You're getting about $4,000 worth of products for $2,500. You're getting additional bonuses that the company offers when you come in with this level. But on top of that, I have a VIP program. I do a special Q&A call. I'm about to launch my next leadership retreat for this year, which is going to be awesome. It's in Asheville, North Carolina. And the VIPs on my team are the ones who are able to run for and earn these trips. We do special things for our VIPs because we know they're serious. If you were to walk into a health food store and buy $2,500 worth of products, that would seem crazy. When you talk to business builders and you talk about starting a business for $2,500, they're like, yeah, that can't be a real business. See, that's what I said to my CPA. I can't write that off. That's not a real business. We just bought food and ate it. And he was like, oh, it's a business. It might be the best one you ever started. He was right. So it's a business. Treat it as a business. You can start wherever you want. Whatever you want to do, you can do. livepure.com. Go throw what you want into the cart. Go to checkout. Choose to be a preferred customer or a brand partner and type in the name of the person who invited you. This is all the people we helped earn an expenses-free, paid everything to Sorrento, Italy last year. We're going to Greece in 5 weeks. These are all the people I helped earn this trip. Dentists, stay-at-home moms, teachers, every color, every age, everything you can imagine. You can sit here and say it's not real, but I'm proof it is. These are all the people I've helped, and I keep helping. And I have a huge mission to help a lot of people realize that they don't have to be sick. Our next trip is to Switzerland. If you like to travel for free, guys, I have a goal to bring 400 people on that trip. I can promise you this: if you don't change, nothing will change. If you don't change, nothing's going to change. So take a step, do something, get back to the person who invited you, get your questions answered. Okay. But I'm going to tell you what, I'm staying on to answer your questions. There's a few that have come on. So I'm going to stop the recording. I'm going to stay on. I'm going to answer your questions. Get back to the person who invited you. Don't go in the witness protection program, guys. Just tell them I'm in, I'm out, whatever. I have questions. They'll put you on with somebody who can answer their questions. Don't expect Betty, who just joined yesterday, to be able to answer all your questions. This could literally be a life-changing moment for you. Some serious thought into it. Get your questions answered. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Will everybody here create an income that surpasses what they're making at their full-time job? No. Most people aren't willing to put in the work. It's just like the gym. All these people sign up in January. Will they all hit their weight loss goals in 6 months? Oh, most of them have quit by February. Decide you're not going to quit. We have accountability programs. We have programs where we teach you, and it's all free along with joining as a brand partner. Okay. So if you're really wanting that accountability, join as a VIP. All right. I'm going to go answer some questions. Again, this is the recording. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. All right, I'm going to stay on live, answer some questions. How much do we give to the children? Are there any items kids shouldn't take? So the sports line can totally be taken. How old are these kids we're talking about, Jen and Joy? My boys have been taking it since they were toddlers. Mila should be 2 tablespoons a day. We gave the Daily Build half a serving of the Daily Build, half a serving of the Super Fruits, half a serving of the Goyen. On our Changing Lives with Pure page, we have lots and lots of kids' testimonies and what they take and how they take it. Kids should not be taking obviously the metabolic products or the weight loss products. Kids, I don't think, really need the cleanse either. They haven't messed up their intestines too much and their gut too much. So it's a case by case basis, but the Core Plus, totally good for the kids. Just don't, a lot of parents don't give their kids caffeine. Like my kids don't drink caffeine besides the sports line. So you might not want to be giving them the energy or the cleanse. How about military? Can we take them on deployments? You absolutely can. I have a number of military people in the military that are brand partners, and they have APO, I think it's called. Somebody on here knows APO addresses that we can send it to, that Pure sends it to, so they can totally get it on their deployments. They take it with them everywhere they go. So yeah, lots of military are involved on it. They know how important cleansing is, getting the nutrition. What age? So another question. This is funny, you guys. What age can you use these? My son is 2 and barely nonverbal. He's currently in developmental speech and occupational therapy. The 2-year-old can totally use it. My nephew Bo was 3 years old when we started. The Mila is a food, so you could put it in his applesauce. You can put, a lot of kids on the spectrum tend to have texture issues, but we would bake it into banana bread and muffins and pancakes with M&Ms in it. Like we have all kinds of little tricks that we'll do. So Mila, Daily Build, Goyen, calcium, huge for kids. All of those can totally be used. Yeah, 9 and 15, totally fine. Jen and Joy, they can totally use the products. Are the training resources on YouTube? Nope, training resources are on my training site. You have to be part of my team to get access to that. Vegan wants to bulk up. Which protein thing should he take? So our vegan protein shake is amazing. It's, I think, the best vegan protein shake that you will find on the market. It's very clean. It's got the protein they're looking for in it. So that's a total option for them. Along with, I would also recommend the sports line. Sports line's really powerful. All right, guys, thanks so much for your questions and for joining. Get back to the person who invited you. I'm live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. And we can also send you some other resources so you can see some other recordings from the past, other questions that have been asked, and maybe even some other testimonies. So can you take calcium MK if you have a kidney disease? Absolutely, you can. Well, let me say this. You should go back and ask your doctor. Ask your doctor. Anything you have questions about, you can print out the nutrition facts from livepure.com, take it to your doctor and say, can I take this? Just ask your doctor. Everybody's issues are different, right? So we're not here to say, this is going to get you off your medications. This is going to help you with this. This is going to cure this. Take it to your doctor, get their approval, and off you go. Okay. All right, guys. Again, thanks.